Hey guys, so I am watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. These are the old reruns or whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys before bed and let you guys know of how I'm feeling about this. Um the fact that I lost my job or whatever. I'm like really there's a lot of negative things about that job that I did not like, that I did not feel comfortable at. Um and I already said this in a different video, but I just wanted to kind of talk more about it because there's a lot of there was only one positivity out of that whole job, I could say. And it's funny because it's been about, I don't know, but it's been about a week or so, because I got reduced to on call, right? um and then I was checking in with my boss. I was being do you want me to come in? Do you have any hours for me? She was like, oh, I don't have any hours to give you right now, knowing that was already not planning on having me come back. Like, why didn't you just keep it real with me and tell me from the beginning so I could have been looked for a job? Like, why are you telling me, oh, the new schedule's out, but you're only on call? Okay, cool. So I was like, okay. And that worked for me, But then she never contacted me. And I was like, okay, hey, what's going on? She didn't respond to my text. I texted a couple of my coworkers and I was like, hey, can you send me the other schedule? Because I didn't want to drive all the way there for no reason, just look at a schedule when they could have easily told me and sent me the schedule like they have in the past. So I was like, hey, can you send me the schedule for the upcoming weeks? She did not respond at all. And then I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, because normally she would respond. So, and she sent me the schedule before, so I'm like, what is going on? And it's like they were all in cahoots with each other. Like, I understand the coworkers have no reason to, they're not in the mix of it. I didn't tell them I was fired or nothing like that. But y'all could have told me something like, hey, I don't know about the schedule, but you can check in with the boss, or you can or I don't see your name up there or something, completely ignoring me is crazy. Because we was supposedly cool when I was there. I was obviously just a coworker. They weren't my friends, and they don't owe me no loyalty. But I mean, in the past, they would text me, hey girl, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm going to be late if we were going to work together. Hey, I'm going to be late coming in, whatever, whatever. Or they would text me and be like, happy Mother's Day, or whatever holiday was around that time, whatever. So there was actually texting, So I was like, okay. But it's just dang. So y'all just completely ignored me. Two of them. My boss, both of my bosses, one's a man and one's a woman, they both completely ignored me. And a lot of people, when I was working there, a lot of my coworkers were talking crap about the job, how much they, what certain people they didn't like. They're all super gossipy, just like most jobs are, is super gossipy. But it made the environment I was in so toxic, so uncomfortable. And then also just being there just made it harder for me to feel comfortable, to do my job without being stressed out, to my boss wasn't even I wouldn't say she's intimidating, but she wasn't an understanding, open boss to go and talk to and just have a conversation with. She had her favorites for sure, and everybody knew. And it's those people can talk to her all day and not even do their job, and she won't say nothing about it. But as soon as me or somebody else that's not her favorite does something or says something, it's automatic problem. It's crazy. And she'll point them out, and she has no sense of professionalism. to like pull you aside, talk to you. Like she's very much like, I'm gonna confront you in front of everybody and make it their business, which is not okay with me. So like mentally that job was draining, physically definitely. And like it was just not worth it to me. Like yeah, the pay was great. Um as far as it was kind of flexible, I would say, but just as far as like the environment, the toxicity, the people, everything like that was just, and I'm not even there for the people, but because I am there, I have to be around them. And it's like, as much as I mind my business and be in my own space, I still have to work as a team with those people. So that's what made it harder to do. Everybody talks crap about everybody. And then they treat you differently. They it's very I don't know how I would say it, but like it's very just irritating when I was there. It was kind of a blessing in a way to not have that job, but at the same time I wanted to have like, I do not like the way my neck is looking. Anyways, I did not want to have I wanted to have at least a job lined up. That's what I'm more pissed off about. That she didn't let me know something and like be upfront with me to be like, hey, we can't keep you, whatever the case may be. Like let me know instead of completely ignoring me. My coworkers ignoring me, my other boss like ignoring me. It's like, what the heck are y'all doing? Cause like, I mean, I still have the uniform. Do they want it back? Do they want my name badge back? Things like that. So, I mean, but I'm not going to say nothing unless they say it to me. Like, but even then, I don't want to even drive all the way there and just, like, deal with them to see them after how they treated me. To me, it's, like, ridiculous. But anyways, there's a lot of toxic things about that job. And I come to find out there was a coworker of mine that was cool. And he had told me, like, oh, they did this to another person. So they did it worse, I think, to me than they did that person. But that person was there, I think, longer than me at one point. And then they, like, I forget how the situation went, but exactly what they did to me about ignoring me. Like, they told that person, hey, I forget, like, call in or something. And and then the person would call in and be like, hey, can I come in today? Blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, oh, I gotta go. I can't talk right now. And then not get back to them for weeks. It's like ridiculous. Like, why are you doing that? Why do you have that position? I hate when certain people get a position for a company and then they don't even do their job like they're supposed to. Like, I don't understand how you even got that position. You may know some stuff, but it's like, in all other ways, you're not right for that position. You know what I mean? Like, that just pisses me off. How certain people can have, and I've had horrible bosses. So I don't know. Some of them just don't do nothing. Some of them are not doing their job. Some of them are not, like, they're like awful, like mean and rude and condescending. Like, I've had all those types of bosses. It's ridiculous to me how they talk about, oh, these are the standards for this company and blah blah blah, make you watch videos, workplace standards and whatever, and none of that even applies once you get the job. Like, anybody can say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do all these things, okay, and once you get the job, they don't do that at all. Trust me, they do not. It's crazy. But either way, I'm in a way grateful and in a way irritated, because I'm irritated because she didn't let me know, like, longer. Like, I've been applying to other jobs for a while, but at the same time, I was expecting to still go to work a little bit, get some money and stuff like that in the meantime, and then get a job, like, on my own terms, to be like, okay, this ain't working out for me. Let me go ahead and get a different job. But it didn't work out that way, which is okay. But at the same time, I wanted to at least, I don't know. But anyways, also I'm grateful because this job wasn't working out for me anyways, the way I was feeling about it. But now, like, I have to do this stressful, like, job search. And it's crazy because um I've applied all over, like, remote jobs. I want a remote job. But I've applied for all types of jobs locally and out my city. Um and I've applied to so many things. Like, the crazy thing is some of those hours don't work for me, and some of the jobs are just not fit for me and my skills. Um so it's a lot. It's I have to find the right one, and I know the right one will come to me cuz it usually does. I just don't want to like, I know I'm gonna probably end up with a crappy job because everybody's kind of, not everybody, but a lot of people are hiring for the summer, even if it's just seasonal. um I might get something soon, but we'll see. I have a couple interviews tomorrow, and maybe one or both. I'm excited about one of them. It's at a gym, and I'm hopeful for that one because I think it'll be kind of a good fit, because at the same time I've been working on my health journey, and if I can get a free membership at the place I work at, would be great, or even a personal trainer or whatever, some guidance. I think that'd be a really good job. If I don't end up getting that one, then the other one is at a fast food place, and I do not want to work at another fast food place. I really don't want to work in food at all. Just because I hate smelling like food. And then I hate, like, the fast food environment. I don't like that, and I don't want to eat at the place I work at either, which I usually end up doing. It's really hard not to, but I mean, and it doesn't pay much either. Well, I don't know about the first one, but I don't know how it's going to work out. But either way, if I have to take something for now, I'm going to, just because, like, it's a job, and I need to do that. And so, but if it don't work out, then I have a lot of other opportunities I already followed up on. After I applied probably in a day, probably like 50 or 60 jobs. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm super, like, motivated. I'm super persistent. I'm super, like, a go-getter. So it don't matter to me. Like, I've had at points like 3 jobs just because, like, so I know it's a lot on my body, and that's the one thing I know I'm going to hate, is when I start working at whatever job I do, it's going to hurt my body again, all over again. Since I haven't been working lately, I've my feet hasn't been awful like it normally would be, and my back still kind of hurts, but my feet and back usually hurt like times 10 when I was working at the hospital job. And since I hadn't been working there, it's so much better. Also, the hours, it was super early morning, and it, like, messed up my kids' routine, their schedule, everything. It was just bad, like, I hated waking up that early. I don't know what time I'm gonna be working at these other jobs, but we'll see. Hopefully I can pick my own schedule, and that would be nice if they could work with me and be flexible. But at the same time, it's like, dang, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna pray on it, and y'all continue to, watch the videos and see where I end up going, where I end up getting a job at, and pray for me, please, and just be on this journey with me, because I don't know where God is gonna lead me. I don't know what He has in store for me, and that's like the I I don't know how to explain it. But my nose is stuffed up right now, so it's hard for me to talk and breathe. But I can't wait to see, I guess, what God has in store for my family and I, and just trying to see where, what the next chapter is going to look like. And I pray that I'm wanting it to be either a work from home job and also doing YouTube, or, like, that's the ideal job I want, is to work from home, get monetized, start making money from that, and, be on that path, because I'm the most successful and most secure or happy, I want to say, is like when I'm doing that. I know some of you said, like, you love my cooking videos and things like that. I don't want to work in food, though. Like, I if I have to work in food, I will, but I don't want to. Like, that's not the type of job I want. I've worked in so many different restaurants, and I do not want to work in food. But sometimes they're, like, really desperate to hire people, so they'll hire. But I also, I forgot I applied to one of them. Because I called a couple different ones, and they said, I should have wrote them down. I wasn't near something I could write down at the time I did the calling. Before I apply to some jobs, unless I see a posting about them hiring, so I do, like, the ones that I don't see a posting, I make sure I call before even applying or going on their website, because I want to hear it directly from them if they are or aren't hiring, so I don't waste my time. So I do that. I apply on a bunch of different websites, sometimes through the actual company itself, and sometimes through, like, other sources like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, I don't know, I think Glassdoor, I think it is. There's a lot of them, actually, I apply through. I have staffing agencies that I'm connected with, all types of stuff. So, I know I'll get something. I'm just hoping I don't hate it. So, yeah, that's the other thing, is, like, I don't hate it. It doesn't wear on my body so much. Because the majority, unless I get one of the office jobs I applied for, then I can be seated. But I don't want to be on my feet all day long and hurting and in pain and hot. It's going to be burning hot this summer. I do not want to be like that, And then I just want to be able to make a decent amount also, I know no job is going to be the ideal perfect job I want, but I'm hoping that it at least comes close to it, or I can get monetized real soon, so I can make money and doing what I do now, like what I love to do. If I do find a remote job or hybrid, even, I've applied to some of those as well. And I always check back into certain jobs I've already worked at in the past that I had good standing with them, and see if they're still hiring, because they're familiar with me. And sometimes they're not, because sometimes, they obviously, the people who used to be there are not there, so they don't know who you are. But at the same time, you already know, like, how to do the job, so they're more likely to hire you. Like Ross, I talked to them already. I think I went in for an interview either sometime the beginning of this year or last year. And I had already worked there in the past, like a couple years ago. And during COVID, actually. And then I think the managers actually had changed. And so I left on my own standing. And they always told me, like, you were a good worker, and if you ever decide to come back, we would be glad to accept you, stuff like that. But also, their hours, what they are looking for, has to match what I am available for. So I don't know. The lady said she'll when she gets some time, because she was busy at the moment, she'll look over my application again. And if it's the same lady that interviewed me, I think it's going to go really well. But if it's not her, then I don't know. They might have to have me come in again for another interview. I applied to like the Amazon delivery driver position. They make really good money out here with that job. But I don't know what they're gonna say yet. And I don't know if they're gonna want me to work weekends. I don't want to work weekends, and I don't really have the availability like that to work weekends, so I don't want to do that. But I applied to a lot of all types of different jobs. It's not like I applied to the same type of jobs, like only fast food or only desk jobs or only certain. I applied to a variety of jobs just because I have so many skills and experience. So yeah, so I'm good at a lot of things, and I'm very comfortable and experienced. That's, I guess, another thing that makes me really like comfortable and strive in the workplace is like when I already know I'm gonna be successful going in. Like then I don't feel super like stressed or intimidated or like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a bad job or something's gonna go wrong or whatever. Like I already know what I'm doing. And if I don't, obviously I'm willing to learn. But anyways, I know tomorrow's Friday, and so we will see what happens. Some places, the managers are not going to be there to call, like for me to contact them until like the weekend. So I'm going to do that and call them and see what's up. I'm going to write everything down because I'm not going to remember everything, so I can keep up with each job that tells me either call them back at certain days and times, or what they're looking for, or when to call back when they're hiring. um Trying to see, I don't know, but anywho, we'll see what happens. And I hope you guys are tuned in. I hope you guys are subscribed and you guys are watching my videos all the way through, so you guys can see what's going on with me, updates with me, and see what the next thing God has in store for me and my family, and be on this journey with us, and we'll keep you updated. And I hope you guys have a great night, and see you guys on another video. Bye.